It's not uncommon in a mixed faith marriage for spouses to be on different paths as they emotionally process the mixed faith marriage, the faith transition. And so it's pretty common that maybe you're in a good place and your spouse, like you're maybe in a place of acceptance and your spouse is maybe in a place of anger or sadness. Like they're still really having to process through some of those heavier emotions. And I want to talk about this space. Like it's basically what to do when your spouse is having really strong emotions. And then when they're not moving, on the path, the emotional path, the same pace as you, or they're not hitting the same milestones that you are. So a lot of times this happens because the person who's had the faith transition sometimes has a little bit of a head start emotionally to work through some of the stuff. And so that can cause some of the staggering. I think the staggering happens naturally too. So really the question is like how to be patient and how to deal with the emotional discrepancies in the relationship. And there are some things I like to tell myself to really help me with this, to help me regulate my own nervous system so I don't get triggered by their nervous system being triggered, right? That's what we don't want. If they're sad, me getting sad doesn't help them. If they're frustrated, me getting frustrated doesn't help them as they work on their own emotional process. So here are some things I tell myself. Their process is their process and it's not about me. I had an angry phase. They're in their angry phase. Totally fine. Normal part of the grief cycle. They love me through mine. I'll love them through theirs. I love them so much they can take as long as they need to work through this. Here's another one. I'm not responsible for their emotions. That's one of my favorites. I'm not here to control their emotions. I'm not here to rush their emotions. Okay, my all-time favorite is this one. Emotions are not problems to be solved. Experiencing emotions is part of how we express and experience our humanity. And they're just humans having the human experience. These are some thoughts I like to use specifically when I'm struggling with my husband having big emotions about our mixed faith marriage, about my faith transition. So I like to use these. Please use them yourself. I'm Brooke Booth, a life coach for a Mormon and mixed faith marriage.